Today, we are talking about my favorite things to do around the Salt Lake City Valley. Whether it's restaurant, dessert place, favorite hiking spots, stick around. I'm going to give you all the best spots to check out. My name is Heidi Knowlton. I'm a local real estate agent, and I love to inform people about the best things about Salt Lake City. That is what my YouTube channel is about, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I have a new video come out every week. So first off is my favorite restaurant. Well, one of my favorite restaurants. There are so many to choose from here in Utah, but I narrowed it down to my favorite Mexican place. It's called Maria Bonita, and it's down in Orem, and it is delicious. Their food is so good. I love their enchiladas. I love their burritos. Their fajitas are really good, and the staff there is so friendly. One tip I have is that there's always going to be a wait. Make sure you set aside time for your wait because usually it's at least an hour, especially on a Friday or Saturday. If you don't have time for that kind of wait, you can also order your food to go and you will get it a little bit faster. Now let's move on to their drinks because their drinks are to die for. They are so good and they're non-alcoholic, or you can choose to have alcohol in them. And my favorite is the mango colada. It is so good. It comes in this big dish. It could serve 2 or 3 people. The drinks are so good, just have them for dessert. The only downside to this place is that parking is so tight. There's not enough parking for this building. Be prepared to park maybe across the street and then walk across so that you can get into this restaurant. Also, you can put in your phone number so that they notify you via text message when your table's ready. On the subject of food, my next favorite place is a Chocolat, and that is in West Jordan. And it's right off of Redwood Road, off of 90th South. And it's this cute little house that they turned into a bakery. And it is so delicious, and the food they serve is really simple, but it is really good also. They have tall cake, 7-layer cakes. You can have ice cream added onto them. They have really rich and decadent brownies. They have lots of different hand pies to choose from. They change up their menu and offer like a special cake every week or a cookie every week. And for instance, this week it's vanilla blueberry cake, which sounds so delicious. And then they also have a salted caramel cookie that is their special cookie for this week. My favorite dessert there is the brownie with ice cream and then lots of fudge sauce on top. It is so rich, so delicious. I haven't found another brownie that is that good in the valley. Sitting area inside is really cozy. They have a couch you can sit on. They've got some chairs, of course, tables and chairs also. It's just a great place to go any evening during the week or even on the weekend and just hang out and sit and chat with your friends. What is your favorite thing to do in Salt Lake City? Please comment below. Let me know. I love exploring. I love to find new things to do out here. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you absolutely love to do out here in the Salt Lake City area. Okay, so for the outdoors, one of my favorite activities to do outside that is so fun to do in the summer is to float the Provo River. It is so much fun. You're going to want to keep doing it over and over again. Floating the Provo River during the summertime is just a perfect time because it is nice and hot outside. You can sit in the cool water and just cool off for the day, and the scenery is so pretty. They do have a couple different options, and I'll put the link down in the description so you can get information there. But you can either rent tubes or you can rent a raft if you have a larger group. We had about 5 people when we did this, and the tubes are $25 per person, or you can rent a raft, and that's $29 per person. You can also do a double tube, and that's $50 for a double tube that'll hold 2 people, and those are for ages 12 and up. We did the rafting, so we had our whole group in the raft, and we had 2 rafts, and it was so much fun. There was parts that are really calm and quiet, and there's parts where you have to paddle really quickly and steer in the right direction so that you're not, twisting around in circles, which we did several times. You could also take a kayak down. That's also a good way to go down. It wasn't my favorite way. I liked renting the rafts instead, but you can also take your own raft or your own kayak and go down the river. But it really is a lot of fun, especially if you're visiting the area. Make sure you add this to your list of things to do. So the 3 options that they offer are a self-guided tour, or you can do a guided tour, or you can choose to do the self-guided tour with dinner at the end. I haven't tried that one, but I have heard that their food is really good. You do need to make reservations for this, so make sure that you go online to their website. Again, it's down in my description. Go onto their website and you can make reservations for the time that you want to go. Another great spot to spend this summer is at Utah State Park, and this is down in Provo, and it's on the west end of Center Street. And right before you go into the lake, there is a turnoff to the right. And if you turn right there is the Provo River, and that is a great spot if you want a more relaxing type kayaking experience. There are several places that you can put your boat in. We do our kayak or we do our paddleboard, and it's just very calm, very serene. It's beautiful scenery, and you can go up and down either way you want to go, against the current or with the current. This is a really great place to just have a more calming kayaking experience, or you can take your paddleboard down. We do both. And the water is just very calm. The scenery is really pretty. It's not a busy place at all. There's not a lot of people that go here or that even know about this place, I assume, because there's never a lot of people here. But it is the perfect spot to just go out and relax and just hang out and enjoy the nice, pretty weather during the summer. Or you can go into Utah State Park, which is huge. There are lots of picnic tables here. It's a great place to just hang out on a weekend. There's also sand that's close to the water, so if you like to have that sandy shore, this is a pretty good spot for that. You can do boating here, jet skiing, kayaking, paddleboarding. You can bring any watercraft, and there is lots and lots of space to just spend it out in the water and just enjoy the nice hot summer days. Next to the lake is a trailhead for the Utah Lake Shoreline Trail, and it's 10 miles. It's a pretty long hike, but it has lots of lake views, and it's really good for all levels. And I know it's a long one, so set aside a good amount of time for this hike. But if you're in the area, it's a great one to check out. So one of my next favorite things is a hike that is up in the Uinta Wasatch Cache National Forest, and it's called the Wall Lake Trail. And this trail is really beautiful, and it's really easy. It's good for all skill levels. We took my son, and he's 5 years old, up to a teenager age, and they all did a really good job on this hike. It's about 2.5 miles there and back, and it's also really good for backpacking, by the way. When you get to the end of the trail, there's a really big lake, and it just is really pretty. It's a great spot to bring food and just sit there and have lunch, or let your dog or your kids just play in the water a little bit. So be sure to bring towels and swimsuits if you can, pack them in and carry them. But you can also take horses on this trail. It really is a good trail that is good for many uses, and just the views, the scenery is just really pretty. So I highly recommend this trail. Great place to take the family. I highly recommend Thanksgiving Point. They have different events going on year round. They have a dinosaur museum there. They have the most beautiful gardens. They have farm country. They have the butterfly biosphere, which is really cool. You've got butterflies flying all around you. They also have the Museum of Natural Curiosity. I mean, this place really has everything. In the spring, they have a tulip festival, which is just gorgeous. It's really definitely worth going to. They have Christmas events. They have the Halloween event. Any time of year you can go here, and there's going to be something fun to do with the family. They do have a membership also where you get guest passes to bring guests with you, and you get discounts on certain things. It also has several dining options, so be sure to check out their website. They have a deli. They have 2 restaurants there. The Trellis Cafe overlooks the Ashton Gardens, and it's really just a beautiful place to sit down and eat and have lunch. Then they have the Harvest Restaurant, and that has a lot of local ingredients, really great options to choose from. And then they have the deli, which is sandwiches and lots of fresh baked goods, fresh baked pastries. It's a really good place to go hang out while you're there visiting. For a really good place to have brunch, like 5-star dining for brunch, go to the Grand America. It is an awesome hotel that is down in Salt Lake City, and their brunch is just to die for. It's a little bit pricey, so be prepared for that. You should get reservations if you can, but they have everything you could think of for breakfast, and it is so good. You can sit inside or you can sit outside, and they have the best waiters, the best service there. I highly recommend it. Their hotel is also really nice to stay in. It's top-notch, very popular. They take great care of it. They take great care of the customers, so I highly recommend it. If you need a place to stay, go to the Grand America Hotel. Those are my favorite things to do when you visit Salt Lake City, or maybe you live here. Be sure to do everything on that list. It's all just so much fun. I'll put all the links down in the comments. Go there and find out what you need to know. If you want more detailed information on anything, please be sure to reach out to me. All my contact information is also down in the description, and I'll see you on the next video.